So if this guy came to my shop when we had a shop back in the day, right? Like I said, I've been doing electrical 30 years, guys. So the minute I see it, I could tell you right away if it's right or wrong. I know what wire is rated for. I know how long it should be. I've put in every kind of system you could think of. So I know right away when I look at something, I know it's wrong. First of all, I knew it was wrong when I seen 5 reels. I seen 1 breaker, and I looked at all the wires, and I see the feeder line is like 8 gauge, right? Well, 8 gauge, if you take 35 times 5, because there's 5 reels all on one circuit. So the person who built this is telling the person who owns this they could run all 5 at once. Do you see the problem now? You can't do that. Everything has to be on its own. If you share power and 2 guys jump on it, that 40 amp breaker is not going to hold 2 reels. It's going to trip it, right? Because it's pulling more than what it's going to support. So it's going to trip the breaker because they're 35 amps each, depending on your voltage at the battery, depends on how many amps it's going to pull, so on and so forth. This is why it's very important to run your numbers. You have to know the total length of the build. So if I would have, say if I built this, I would have ran probably 0 gauge from the battery up to a block. I would have put a plate with a bunch of breakers or breakers on each machine, so they're accessible, so on and so forth. Just depends on the build. I just don't know. I would have to lay it out. This one, I'm just going to follow their lead, rewire it all, put a bunch of breakers in the right way for each reel, so they're independent, not shared. You never want to share like that, guys, because that's underbuilt. That is not built to code, because you're giving them 40 amps on a 200 amp circuit you're built in. You're putting all to one. Everything you have here adds up to 35 times 5, so 180 or something like that. That's 40 amps. That's a big problem. Have a great day.